Jury begins deliberations at Trump rape defamation trial. Greetings from Royal Family Lud my channel. Essential points. In the civil trial where former President Donald Trump is charged with raping and slandering author E. Jean Carroll, the jury has started deliberating. Judge Lewis Kaplan delivered the 9-member jury their last instructions and a verdict form in U.S. District Court in Manhattan before the jury's deliberations got underway. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Carroll, 79, claims in a lawsuit that in the middle of the 1990s, Trump sexually abused her in a changing room at the Bergdorf Goodman department store. In the civil trial where former President Donald Trump is charged with raping and slandering author E. Jean Carroll, the jury's deliberations started on Tuesday morning. Judge Lewis Kaplan delivered the 9-member panel final instructions and a 10-question verdict form in U.S. District Court in Manhattan at 11:50 a.m. ET, and the panel began deliberating probable findings in the case at that time. Carroll will receive compensatory and punitive monetary damages if the jury unanimously decides that she proved either of her allegations of battery or slander. The jury is made up of 3 women and 6 males. Carroll, 79, claims in a lawsuit that in the middle of the 1990s, Trump sexually abused her in a changing room at the Bergdorf Goodman department store. The statute of limitations for the claimed rape has long ago expired, thus Trump cannot be charged with the crime. Carroll, however, is asserting a civil battery claim for the alleged assault as a result of a late 2022 New York state law that provided a 1-year window for cases alleging sexual assaults that would otherwise be prohibited by the statute of limitations. Carroll also asserts that Trump defamed her by implying that she made up her story of being raped last autumn. The 76-year-old president said that she was not his type and labeled the accusations a complete con job. Trump, who is currently in the lead in early Republican presidential nomination polls for 2024, opted not to give a witness statement. However, sections of Carroll's attorney's deposition from last autumn were shown for the jury during the trial, and on Monday during closing arguments, Carroll testified in court. Both of the 2 women who claimed she had told them about Trump's alleged rape of her did so. In court, 2 additional women claimed that Trump had inappropriately kissed and touched them in separate instances over a period of years. As a civil matter, the jury will decide whether Trump is liable for damages only after concluding that Carroll had established her allegations through either a majority of the evidence or the more stringent standard of clear and convincing evidence. Both requirements are less demanding than the standard for a guilty finding in criminal trials, which is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. On the verdict form, jurors are asked if they believe that Trump sexually assaulted Carroll, raped her, or forced himself on her in relation to the battery charge. They would next respond to whether Carroll caused any harm as a result of his actions if they had said yes to any of those questions. If the jury decides Carroll was hurt as a result, they must then decide a dollar amount that would fairly and adequately compensate her for that injury or those injuries. The verdict form asks, if no, insert $1. In regards to the defamation suit, the jury form asks if they believe that Trump's statement was defamatory if it was false, and whether he uttered it with actual malice. Based on their responses to questions about the defamation suit, the jury is then asked to decide if financial damages should be levied against Trump.